What does this mean for the average person and their job, and who's going to benefit from this AI revolution in your point of view?
It means that you will either be cutting edge and capable, and among that top fraction of a percent down to 10% of the population who is cutting edge and using it and accelerating, or you will, if you're in a thinking job, be at risk of being replaced. We're coming into a world where we can automate everything. Yeah. The classic signs that we're in. And the bubble, I should emphasize, it's not a you're in a bubble or you're not in a bubble. It's a degree thing. Okay. And it happens because it must happen. I mean, meaning in these tremendous changes, there's very little that's known. So anybody who's in the business of making AI can't be precise. They don't know exactly how much money is going to come in, right? So there's either one of two things. You either don't invest enough and then the competition runs away, or you invest a huge amount and you can't be precise, okay? And so when that dynamic happens, it's a problem. I look at the human body and I see like it's replacing the body and so on. And it's coming up higher and higher, and then it replaces some aspects of the mind that you can computerize, and it's coming up, and it's replacing higher and higher levels of thinking and reasoning, okay? So that path is part of the evolutionary path that is happening, okay? So then you start to say, what do I have to offer? And so in answer to who benefits from it, those who benefit from it are those who are the capitalists with the ideas that replace the workers. We have a relatively good economy, and the difficulty of college graduates to get employment has increased significantly. And I can tell you that in many businesses, it becomes more of a pain in the neck to have a college graduate, let's say, do it. You have to train them, you have to, and many of those tasks, many of that thing can be done very quickly with the AI and with computerization. And as you get into robotics, you're going to have that happen. History has shown that it's not the most intelligent people or the most intelligent species that are the most successful. And it's not necessarily those that work the hardest, although these things are very important. It is those who species and people who are also most adaptable. And so there's going to be great change in your lifetime. Okay. And so, yes, today it's artificial intelligence. But if you went back not long ago, we didn't even know artificial intelligence would exist the way artificial intelligence today exists. And the future will be like that. But when your mind is replaced and your body is replaced, what is it that you have to sell?
What is it that we have to sell as humans once our body and our minds are replaced?
What man has is emotions and has intuitions. There are certain things that artificial intelligence doesn't have. And so if you have to get down to what those things are, does the robot give a good massage? Does, what is it that is left? And so we will wrestle with what it is that is left, okay? But I think that for the foreseeable future, those who can work very well where they have an exceptional human intelligence and work in partnership with the artificial intelligence, that they are going to be at the cutting edge of all of this.